Alright, you all, let's do another video here. So I'm trying to pay everyone back. I know it's been a long year of waiting. Probably some people, thought, oh, I just took their money and not going to make a video or something. But guys, it was just a hectic year where I was actually working a physical job and most of the year. And I had to get my body back in shape, and then I was good like 4 months ago, and then that poisoning happened, and so then I had to focus extra on my body and working out, really, surfing. I know it sounds weird, but it definitely helped. It clears everything out. So I'm finally feeling like, better again, plus I'm not working, plus now I got kicked out of the marina, so I've got, more time. I'm not doing anything there. In a way, I've got more time. In a way, it takes longer to do certain things. But anyway, so again on the herbs from the little kidney pills that we saw in the health shop, I showed in the other videos. So let's do this one, Chinese yam for Brian Sapay. Brian, and I'm very sorry I forgot your girl's name, or was it your sister? Something else Sapay, your wife, your sister, I'm not sure. I forgot her name, but thank you to both of you for donating, because you said she was organising it one time, so I'm guessing she paid. Anyway, so this one's for Brian Sapay. I know it's been a while. I'm sure I owe you one still, so let's go have a look into Chinese yam. I mean, you've probably heard of it. It's interesting, it's associated with, the kidneys and this kidney formula that I showed. So I want to see what else it's good for. We all know Chinese yam, right? It's pretty like a real common herb. I didn't really know that it was too much of a medicine. I have seen it used before in stuff, so I'm very keen to have a look at what else it's good for. Apparently it boosts energy. Well, yeah, carbohydrates. It's a tuber. So anytime I love cooking potatoes in a fire. Soon you're going to see this footage of these 4 firemen. I'll say it now in this video because the gang stalkers don't check these videos, so I can sneak this stuff in these videos. I was making a fire. It was kind of stupid. It was 10 a.m. I didn't know it was fully fire ban and illegal. And I see other fires there, so people must make them at midnight and stuff when all the planes are gone and the gang stalkers are asleep mostly. I was doing it at 10 a.m. and they brought 4 firefighters. Some dickhead walking past told on me, obviously. And I got that on the spy camera. And then the cops came walking down the path and he's like, oh, you don't want to stay? Trying to be my friend and keep me there and talking the whole time. I got that footage, and then he's like, oh, you don't want to stay, when I seen the cops coming and I bailed. So I didn't get that end part on video because I'd switched the camera glasses off already and was planning on, possibly getting in a fight to, I thought maybe they're going to try and grab me, you know what I mean, on the way out. So you'll see that soon. So glad I got those glasses. I really want someone to send me another pair of spy camera glasses that are waterproof. That'd be wicked, because then we can go in the water, you can see me inside a barrel, I can teach you guys surfing. I already made a rip session about, rip currents, not dying. A lot of people die in Australian oceans. Anyway, back to this video. So thanks for the spy camera glasses, anyway, and all these donations, guys. So this can help asthma and diabetes and menopause symptoms. That's interesting. All these herbs that we've seen that in that kidney formula, I think they all help menopause as well. No. burdock root is different. Isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, thought thought so. Fuck. I was gonna say, yeah, burdock I thought was definitely a different thing. Right, let's have a look. Vitamin C and B6, potassium, manganese. You're not going to get much out of it. It's mainly, a tuber is mainly for the carbohydrate energy. Boost your immunity, yeah, for sure. Improve blood sugar control. I've heard that about wild yams in general. Yes, it must be. 28 grams of carbs per 100. I don't know about people doing keto diets, by the way. I mean, I regulate through these things. Like, 1 week I'll be way more keto, or for a couple of days, but then I need my carbs, you know. Like, anyway, let's, oh, here we go. I was going to say let's look into the health benefits, but here's already an article. Supplements.selfdecode.com. So it increases yin. Passive female principle of the universe, characterized as female and sustaining and associated with earth, dark and cold. Negative, dark and feminine. Negative, dark and feminine. It's what yin is. Yin is black. Sorry ladies, I didn't make up the rules. Seems appropriate to me though. As in... Oh. Okay, body fluid such as secretion, or simply put it refers to something in muscle. Hold on. Symbolic earth, moon, water, female or women. Sedentary night, darkness, autumn or winter. Interior cold, deficit. Deficit even. Bloody hell. Bottom, concave. And instead of deficit, you could have receptive there as well. It's receptive. Yang is the outward directive energy. Yep, shaman walking crystal can always add to everybody's theories. Did you notice? Just in case we didn't make it, you know, evident enough, and I didn't make this up. Alright, anyway, let's get back to the article. So it stimulates the spleen, lungs and kidneys. That's interesting. So spleen as well, that's good. Yeah, I really need to take this little kidney remedy. That's also going to be why I need the $300, not just for traveling and making more videos and uploading them, so I don't have to sit around all day at the library or McDonald's or Hungry Jack's Wi-Fi, because this shit is annoying. I'm wasting like an hour or two a day some days just sitting and uploading videos. That's why we're getting this 300 as well. But also so I can get those tablets, the kidney formula. I really need them, guys. It's been 4 months. But I need to top these kidneys back up before we go journeying as well. They're a power organ for me because it's where chi is stored, so I'm going to need more than that's why I've been feeling so run down. I need to get my kidneys back fully functioning and fully strong now. They're functioning again, but now I need to strengthen them. Again, that's interesting. Yam are commonly used to make bioidentical hormones, estrogen and progesterone, used in menopausal therapy. I don't know how rich in essential nutrients any tuber is. I would just not even put that line in my article. It's not a nutrient dense food, come on. It's mostly carbohydrates. There's some vitamins. It's a bit shitty, like, it's just a tuber. Well, I mean, when you can make stuff like this, I should probably eat my words, right? If it can make progesterone and estrogen. But still, you know, I mean, it's a tuber, it's not friggin' hemp seed. So it's not a nutrient-dense food to me, at least, anyway. It definitely does help immunity. I don't know exactly why, but probably just the energy as well. Because anytime I eat a tuber, they're always the same. Like sweet potato, even. It's like it just gives you that quick burn energy that your cells need or something, you know. I think it goes to ATP very quickly. You know, the base currency of our cells, the base sugar. %34 starch. That's what I mean, like, it's not 34% iron and have the whole breakdown of amino acids or anything. Right, so it does have some stuff, but B1 and C, we saw B6 before, potassium's always in everything. Phosphorus, calcium, magnesium. I wonder how much though. I'd like to see the assay. It's got some copper, some manganese. Yeah, I would expect copper in it. I can almost taste that sort of thing in it. That's not too bad. Oh, that's why, yeah, that's also why it helps the immune system so much. The zinc and the copper and the manganese. Guys, in case you don't know. That magnesium, iron, zinc, copper and manganese combo there, that's definitely going to help your immune system. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Diasgenin and DOI is a phytoestrogen, a plant steroid. That's confusing to me. I didn't know estrogen was a steroid. I thought the androgens, the testosterone, neuroepinephrine, etc. I thought they were all a steroid or steroidal hormones. I didn't even realize estrogen was a steroidal hormone. It acts like estrogen. Most members of the yam family produce diasgenin, including the Chinese yam. Yeah, like I said, not just the yam family, but all the tubers will have stuff like that in it. I've seen this sort of thing before. So it binds to estrogen receptors and activates peroxisome proliferator activated receptor gamma. Increases fat deposits, but also increases insulin sensitivity and suppresses cancer growth. That's interesting. They reckon it suppresses cancer growth. So insulin resistance disrupts the body's ability to effectively regulate sugar. I wonder if that's the yam trying to get more of its sugar into you. Okay, it's one of the symptoms of metabolic syndrome and an early stage in developing type 2 diabetes. You might hear doctors say that the problem isn't insulin, but rather insulin resistance. Insulin resistance is when the body is using more insulin than normal to keep blood sugar in balance. Research suggests that in most healthy people, insulin resistance is mainly caused by overeating and lack of physical activity. Eating too much and being inactive can cause a buildup of fat in the liver and muscles, which makes these tissues less responsive to insulin. Scientists think that in insulin resistance, the brain will not get the message that insulin is trying hard to convey that blood sugar levels are high. It's thought to be so in line with this theory. Fuck off. Insulin resistance is thought to promote hunger. Right. So I don't know if that's the yam trying to make us eat more of it. You know, could be. Hey, what's happened there? Hold on. Oh God, fuck off out of here, man. website. Oh, what's just happened now? Bloody hell. I hate all these pop-ups. So annoying. Right, anyway, let's keep going. Where are we up to? So it also increases insulin sensitivity and suppresses cancer growth. DOI is an estrogen simulating protein. So like xenoestrogens, but probably better. In rats, DOI increased estradiol and progesterone levels, prevented bone loss and enhanced cognition. Polysaccharides. Some of the polysaccharides reduce blood sugar while others are strong antioxidants. Chinese yam is also rich in mucilage, a gooey polysaccharide that makes a gel when mixed with water. It's a good example, mucilage, like why polysaccharides are on the way to oils, because how thick they are and stuff. I always say this, in nature it goes from sweet water, and these trees, they suck it up and they make xylitol and stuff like this, and then they pump out a mushroom on the side of it, with filled with polysaccharides and beta-glucans and stuff. So it's interesting to see mucilage, a gooey polysaccharide that makes a gel when mixed with water, because it's like thicker than what you imagine like a saccharide to be. It's not mucilage. Okay, Chinese yam contain. It's so funny, man, when you get OP like doing coughing fits because they're trying to enter you unconsciously, or something's trying to come in from them to you, and then my aura is too strong and it makes the vibration go back on them. It's so funny. Antioxidant that promotes, it means they were trying to connect to you unconsciously or subconsciously. Anyway, raw Chinese yam is also high in resistant starch, which increases butyrate. Alright, let's have a look at what butyrate is. I have no idea what the fuck this is. Short chain fatty acid, which is the building block of fats that our cells need to function. It's made of bacteria living in our guts. Ferment otherwise indigestible fibers from grains, beans, onions, bananas. So butyrate is like an enzymatical kind of thing. It's not an enzyme, but it's a bacteria that's doing the job of an enzyme. That's interesting. So you can get that in Chinese yam. That's good, and another reason it might be in the kidney formula. Help things break down. Cognition. Right, so you're always going to get better cognition off any tuber. It's like the starch and the sugars. Your brain loves it. Right, your brain takes like 30% of all your energy. So, like if you're feeling down and you have a tuber and it's filled with carbohydrates and starch, no wonder you get improved markers of cognition. The cogs can turn again. Literally, cognition, the cogs can turn again. They need the sugar. Out of 600 species, Chinese yam is the far most common, yeah. Alright, so something about compensating for the drop in sex hormones. Don't worry about that. Osteoporosis, cognitive problems, and other symptoms of menopause. Adenosine and arbutin are currently under investigation potential against. Alright, so it's got this as well. Let's have a look at that quickly. I sell it in little bottles. Hydroquinone. Oh, so it's a glycosylated hydroquinone. might lighten your skin. Interesting. Alright, anyway. Because there's that whole trend in like, I think Japan, they want to like be white, you know? They have like skin whitening competitions with each other and stuff. Alright, increasing response to pituitary. It's also activated the enzyme aromatase. Which one's aromatase again? Fuck, hold on. Is that the one that breaks down carbohydrates? Aromatase? I can't remember. So much information over the years. I just cannot remember everything. Okay, I'm sure it does something else, but let's just stick to this video. It's an enzyme that converts androgens into estrogens. Remember before I said androgens? Things like testosterone and norepinephrine. You know, they're part of the reason you can stand up. Adrenaline. Oh look, there's Romania mentioned again. So in one remarkable case study, a traditional tonic including Chinese yam, Romania, and epimedium and other herbs may have restored fertility in women with ovarian failure. I'm going to save epimedium, which I'm sure is a plant, for another video. Right. Oh, look at that. Chinese yam increased beneficial lactobacillus. One of the lactobacillus which blocked the ulcer-causing E. coli. Which is, remember, part of the poisoning and why I want this, you know, why I should have taken these earlier but couldn't afford it. These pills, this kidney formula that I've showed you guys in the other videos, that's what Chinese yam was from, the little kidney pill formula. See the previous few videos. But yeah, I thought that in my poisoning E. coli was a problem because I think they put toilet water in my drink or something. So that's perfect. This, I really need this. Come on guys, someone's got to donate. It's like $46 for the 60 tablets. I'm going to take them over the next month and be able to walk further and do more videos. Be healthy. Alright, Chinese yam. Good for pre-diabetes, immunity. It improved the animal's ability to fight infections that they had encountered before, such as the inactive viruses in vaccines. Mucilage from yam increased several indicators of immune function. T and B cell production, so white blood cells, spleen and other immune organ cell production, TNF alpha, and IL-6 production. Okay, I have no idea what that is. I think I might have a clue. Hold on, it doesn't exist. Let's see what this one is. Doesn't exist. Fuck's sake. Anyway, as part of its immune boosting effects, Chinese yam increased inflammatory cytokines. Oh, there you go. TNF alpha. So that's what they are. They're inflammatory cytokines, so inflammatory markers. Right? Is that correct? I think so. Chinese yam may affect Th1 and Th2 dominant people differently. Can help fight infections, but becomes excessive in people with autoimmune issues. So if you have autoimmune issues, just be careful. Don't binge yam. No binging of the yam. Anyway, now I know, you know, how these tubers affect your immune system. Not just the carbohydrates and the energy-wise, but by making they enhance white blood cell production. I didn't know that, so that's good. I've learned something new there. Skin health, yeah, mucilage should be good for that, actually, shouldn't it? Promotes wound healing. Now, why? This is like going to be a very important little stoppage here, because you know how I've talked before about negative. The first thing your body does when it heals, is it gets the negative ion gel to the site. Before any nutrients go there, it has to get your obviously your geometry, right? The fractal geometry. Then it has to lace something there like a base, and it's this ion gel, and then nutrients come in. So this mucilage, I'm pretty sure things like this mucilage and berries would help this ion gel increase around your body and speed up healing, like massively speed up healing. And I think it's one reason I heal good as well, because I'm aware of this. And basically, if you have more of it in your body, you can uptake and hold more negative ions. Do you understand? So the more of this like gel you have running around your body, the more you can capacitate the negative ions and hold them. It's like storage. Limitations and caveats. I'm ahead of science, baby. The research on Chinese yams suffers from considerable confusion about its proper scientific man, blah blah. Okay, anyway. Right, so that looks like the health benefits. This is a good article. So in Chinese yam, it's often combined with other herbs including astragalus, which is an anti-aging herb, schizandra, which is also anti-aging because it stops cell senescence, schizandra, and astragaloside 4 in astragalus is in the super pill and stops the telomeres dividing on the end of the chromosomes. I'm not sure about Romania. I'm not sure if it's a longevity herb, really. We did shoot a video the other day, but I don't know if I'd put it in, I mean, all these herbs are longevity in the end, because they all do these functions and clean out and all this, but I'm not sure if I'd put it like next to astragalus and schizandra as a longevity herb. Definitely I would not put yam in there either, but again, on another basis, you'd put all of them in there because they're all helping. But I think you understand what I mean. They're not concrescences for me. Like astragalus is very special with astragaloside 4 and schizandra and its cell senescence prevention. Because cell senescence is like a major cause, unknown cause with aging. Alright, so like cordyceps mycelium, that cordyceps mushroom? That's the one that, isn't cordyceps the one that invades little ants and stuff and then explodes them as well? Anyway, cordyceps mycelium or Polyrachus ant extract. Oh, look at that, maybe it is. Ant extract. Right? I think I'm right. Why is it saying ant extract? Let's fucking Google this. It is, look, it's from ants. Why is that next to cordyceps? Because I swear cordyceps is that mushroom that like explodes ants, isn't it? Like it takes over their nervous system and stuff. Have you seen that video? I think one of the David Attenborough videos, one of those type of BBC ones. I can't remember, but I think it is. It's interesting. They've got cordyceps. Yeah, look, like cordyceps mycelium or Polyacarus ant extract. Interesting. That's awesome to read. So they're making products out of that. That's crazy. I love me a good product. Alright, so I've got chromium. Oh, that's another reason it would help your immune system, because chromium really helps the immune system. So I didn't know it had chromium in it. So finally, most commercial Chinese yam is grown and processed in China. Chinese agriculture is at high risk of heavy metal pollution. Oh, what? With chromium, nickel, arsenic, cadmium and lead. Right, so they're not saying chromium is in it, they're saying something about the agriculture pollution. Damn, I thought it had chromium in it. Chromium is actually good for, can be good for your immune system. Maybe not in some lethal, some crazy dose, but I've read about chromium being like zinc for the immune system. Zinc explosion happens when the sperm gets to the egg. Have you ever seen that? There's like a little video you can find, and zinc's heavily involved in that little light explosion. It's like a little explosion of light, hence energy and stuff. Anyway, 8 milligram of pure diazepam. So you don't need much. 8 milligram of pure diazegenin appears to improve cognitive function. 2.5 gram of Chinese yam extract. So 2.5 grams of the yam in combination with other herbs successfully improved fertility in young women. So you don't even need much. Don't confuse Chinese yam with wild yam. Radio. Well, I think that's good enough, man. That's a lot of info on Chinese yam. So I think we'll stop with that. Thanks again, Brian, for helping out back there when I was leaving Uruguay. I needed those donations. It was epic of you all to help me, and so many people that I'm still paying years back. Remember, that was a year ago now. I've been back in Australia for a year. Although it doesn't feel like it, it feels like I've been back for like a few months only. I'm finally like getting over the culture shock jet lag. Crazy, right? Because I've been surfing and everything, and it's been that long. I think it's also because I'm not travelling in a car around Australia. Once I start travelling in the car around Australia, I'll get over that jet lag and the Uruguay PTSD. Anyway, thanks guys for donating. Sorry it took so long, I had a lot to do.